I don't know, I expected the sky to be purple or something.
Don't believe everything you see online.
And what makes you an expert?
The Shaolin Archives. I studied a lot about Outworld.
No substitute for experience.
So what makes you our leader?
Guys, let's stick to the mission.
Li Mei has to be telling the truth.
An invasion would violate the Reiko Accords.
Because you can always trust an Outworlder.
But if Outworld's our ally, why didn't they help us during the Netherrealm War? Against Quan Chi and his team of...
Revenants? Like Jackie's dad?
Asshole.
It's not an alliance. Non-aggression pact. Outworld is not our ally.
A point you might make with more subtlety, given your surroundings. Now state your business, including a reason why we shouldn't kill you.
I can read you. You're not from Outworld.
I'm from Earthrealm, like you. But my employer, Kotal Khan, is from Outworld. So now I'm from Outworld. State your business.
We're emissaries. We need to talk to Kotal Khan. Here, we have Raiden's official seal.
I can buy one of those at that stall right over there.
Look, you can arrest us, even kill us. But if we're telling the truth, you probably get a pay cut. Or worse. You take us to the Khan, I'll tell him you took us down. Maybe you get a bonus. You can't lose.
Follow me.
In these times of war, we are required to view every resource as a weapon for our Emperor to use at his discretion. To take without his leave is to steal from the hand of Kotal Khan himself. Therefore, having been found guilty of theft, you shall be put to death.
I was hungry.
Your sentence will be carried out immediately.
Death? For petty theft?
Remember where you are.
Jin?
Get out of here. Go.
I knew I shouldn't have listened to you.
A lesson in trust from a mercenary.
Here's another learning opportunity.
Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mortal Kombat X, and now we're taking control of Kung Jin. So this is his debut game as well, like I mentioned before, and in this game he is Kung Lao's cousin, but in Mortal Kombat 11 he is retconned to be his nephew instead. In 11 he is not in it, he is instead only referenced by Kung Lao himself. Much like Takeda 2, he's also not in 11, only retcon, or not retcon, only mentioned in a cutscene by Jackie when she says they're engaged. So we'll talk about a little bit of these other characters. Another new character for this series is Aaron Black, who is a 17th century gunslinger from the Wild West. When I was reading over their biographies, so for his backstory, he made a deal with Shang Tsung in order to slow down his aging process, which is why he's still alive. He was tasked with killing some unknown Earthrealm warrior, and his reward, he slowed down his aging process. In this game, he still functions roughly the same as he's done that he does in 11. However, in 11 he plays like kind of multiple roles, while his older version helps you fight against Shao Kahn. His younger version will actually fight against you to try to like help Shao Kahn. So that's kind of interesting to have like the same character but be on opposite sides. But we're now done with this match, so let's go ahead and move on to the next fight.
I'm a quick learner.
couldn't just ask for a pony like every other girl?
The archives never mentioned symbiotes.
You here make trouble, Skinny? Trouble make you!
Alright, so here's another new character introduced into this game, Ferritor, who is a unique symbiote that can attack either by the main body, which is Farah, who's on top, and then Tor, who mainly does his heavy offensive attacks. So he is the brawn, she is the quote-unquote brains with the more quicker slashing attacks. For the most part, they don't go too far away from each other, but they are a very unique character, one that I've never really seen throughout the rest of the series, forward or back. I believe in their arcade ending for those two. It's kind of weird to explain. So like, in case like when the smaller one, Farah, like grows up, she'll eventually become a Tor herself, and then she'll eventually find her own little like Farah to take the place of her, and it just kind of like goes in like a cycle, whatnot, or whatever. Like she kind of like, it's like kind of like Pokemon. The small one eventually evolves into a big one and then looks for a new small one to take over. It's kind of weird. That's at least what I remember seeing from her arcade ending. I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably like look into her some more too, probably by the time the next video rolls around, so I can have some more answers to you guys. Since I kind of like researching these characters now to kind of give you more insight on them, and not only give more knowledge to you guys for other characters on the series that you may or may not have known about, but also for myself too. In fact, there's another YouTuber on here that actually does like in-depth Behind the Warrior, I believe it's called. He does it for like a whole bunch of characters, mostly with Mortal Kombat, so I'll probably like link that in the description below.
Love to learn more about you. Too bad you're insane. You guys all right?
The Earthbombers, yes. This one must learn more of your diplomatic techniques.
We're here to see Kotal Khan. General Blaze...
You interfere with Outworld matters. The penalty is death.
I'm sensing a theme.
But, as we honor the Reiko Accords, we will consult the Emperor. You will await him here.
You want to take this opportunity to tell us what the fuck shit you were thinking?
I gotta wonder why you'd risk interrealm war for a bread thief.
Because not all thieves are irredeemable.
It has more sentimental than monetary value. Nevertheless, I would prefer you did not steal it.
It's a family heirloom, one that shouldn't have been given to you.
Your family honored me with this memento of your cousin Lao after his death.
A death you caused! You made him fight Shao Kahn, and stood there while that bastard snapped his neck!
You go too far, Kung Jin.
No, not far enough.
Alright, so now we're taking on Raiden a little flashback to what happened 5 years ago, referencing what happened in MK9 when Kung Lao inadvertently got killed by Shao Kahn in one of Raiden's flashbacks when he was still deciphering like he should win. He was trying to decide, you know, who is actually the one who should win. If it wasn't Liu Kang, maybe it would be Kung Lao. And for the most part, Kung Lao was holding his own. He did pretty well, but as his hubris, which is his like arrogance and whatnot, got the better of him, which caused Shao Kahn to get the upper hand in the end. And while he was off guard, got him from behind and just snap, which caused him to die. Which led to, you know, him becoming a revenant in this game, as we saw in. Well, actually, no, that we saw towards the end of 9. But you'll see in a few more videos when it comes to another character's captain. I don't remember which one. I think it's probably Jax's. And this is the scene that I was talking about where like it is mentioned about Kung Jin being a homosexual character, but not straight out said.
Just let me go.
Blood of Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao, a common thief. Did you think you could walk unimpeded into my temple and walk out again without my complicity?
You wanted me to attack you. Why?
To release your anger, make you amenable to reason.
And make me feel like shit.
Self-loathing has always been an unfortunate part of your makeup. There lies ahead a brighter path, one that will truly honor your ancestors, one that is worthy of you. Go to the Wuxi Academy, join the Shaolin, like Kung Lao before you.
I can't. They won't accept.
They care only about what is in your heart, not whom your heart desires.
It's too late for me.
It is never too late, Kung Jin.
Your news of refugees is troubling. Their exodus to Earthrealm was not known to me. I do know this. I invited no guests from Earthrealm. Certainly none who would disrupt the execution of justice. How do I know you are not allied with Melina? Perhaps her newfound power has earned her new friends.
Friends? No. No, we're not even sure that's Shinnok's amulet she has.
She employs Shinnok's amulet against me. The very item Earthrealm swore would be safe in its care, when Outworld was offered no participation.
We were under attack, not Outworld.
Kotal Khan, the fire that burns the sun. We are here because we share your concerns about the missing item. We intend no ill against your rule.
At least one Earthrealmer can forge words like silver. But I recall an Earthrealm expression. There is more honor among thieves than diplomats.
I've had the questionable fortune to be both, Emperor. But I'm telling you the truth.
You are allied with Melina. You may carry out your sentence.
Kotal Khan, under Outworld law, I claim the right of defense. By combat.
What?
You're gonna fight a duel?
To absolve us of all accusations. Denying the request brings dishonor upon the accuser.
You know much of Outworld.
No, also, the duel ends in death.
You have won nothing. Merely a few more seconds of breath.
Alright, so, the show that I was mentioning about, it's called The History Behind the Warrior, so that is what it was called, and not only do they do Mortal Kombat characters, they also do Street Fighter characters as well. So Kotal Khan, I didn't mention this during his, he is another character introduced in this game. He was once Shao Kahn's general before he was betrayed by Shao Kahn, but kept alive for sharing some experiments until he was freed after Shao Kahn's death. After that happened, he succeeded him as Outworld's demand for new leadership after he dethroned Melina after working for her for a little while, and seems he couldn't really get the job done. He also shows up in MK11 as well as I don't want to say like kind of like an ally. I guess we'll call him an ally. He doesn't really start off as one. For the most part, like Kotal Khan, like in this one, it kind of shows him like, you know, reasonable until he starts to like slowly like descend into like, all right, I can't really trust you guys, and he becomes like an antagonist for us sort of indirectly by the actions of his paranoia between Melina and everything that's going on with Shinnok's amulet. Another move that Kotal Khan can do is summon rays of light, which can damage us but heal himself. I don't know how to do it, so that's why I didn't do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Kotal Khan. He also was in love with Jade too, FYI.
And now, Emperor?
The charges against you are void. I say to all that Earthrealm means Outworld no harm. Now kill me. Be done with it.
You're not actually gonna...
Instead of your life, I claim your service. If Melina does have the amulet, we can get it from her more easily if we work together.
Emperor, they cannot be trusted.
Devora, can you not perceive I am indebted to them?
You honor us, Kotal Khan. Our gratitude is wide like the ocean.
I'll talk to General Blade. Tell her about our new... arrangement.